Alex opens his eyes. 5:47 a.m. He didn't need the alarm. He never does anymore. He lies there for a moment, staring at the ceiling, running through the same calculation he runs every morning. Hours worked this week. Money left in his account. The numbers never match the way they should. He gets up anyway, because that's what he does. That's what he's always done. He was told something growing up, something everyone around him believed, something that felt so obvious, so logical, so fair, that nobody ever questioned it. Work hard, stay disciplined, and the money will come. So that's exactly what Alex did. Alex is not lazy. He never has been. He was the first in his family to finish university, graduated with honors, got a job within 3 months, started at the bottom, and climbed. Within 2 years he was one of the most reliable people in his office. His manager noticed. His colleagues noticed. Even his family noticed. Alex is going places, they said. And for a while, it felt like they were right. His salary increased. His confidence grew. He started saving a small amount every month. He read books about money. He avoided bad habits. He lived below his means. He did everything the advice columns told him to do. But then, something strange started happening. Slowly, quietly, so quietly he almost didn't notice it at first. No matter how hard he worked, no matter how many hours he put in, the gap between where he was and where he wanted to be never seemed to close. He ran the numbers one evening. Really ran them. Not a quick glance. A proper sit-down, spreadsheet open, nothing hidden look at his financial life. And what he found unsettled him. He had been working for 6 years. 6 years of early mornings. 6 years of late nights. 6 years of discipline, sacrifice, and showing up. And yet, his net worth had barely moved. His salary had gone up, but so had his rent. His salary had gone up, but so had everything else. He was earning more than he ever had, and somehow, saving less. He closed the laptop, and asked himself a question he had never allowed himself to ask before. If I keep doing exactly what I'm doing, where will I be in 10 years? The answer came quickly, and it scared him. Roughly the same place, just older. There was someone Alex knew. They had started around the same time. Similar background, similar qualifications. But this person worked differently. They didn't stay late. They didn't chase overtime. They took holidays without guilt. They seemed almost unbothered by the pressure that consumed everyone else. And yet, this person was doing better. Not slightly better. Noticeably better. A better car. A better home. Fewer financial conversations that ended in stress. Alex watched this for months, and couldn't explain it. So one evening, he asked, not directly about money, just casually, how do you manage to stay so relaxed about everything? The person smiled, not a smug smile, a knowing one, and said something that Alex would think about for a very long time. I stopped trading my time for money. Now I own things that trade for me. Alex nodded, pretended he understood. He didn't. Not yet. That night Alex couldn't sleep, so he did what he always did when something troubled him. He started researching, and the first thing he looked at stopped him cold. He pulled up a list of the most physically demanding jobs in the world. Construction workers, miners, factory workers, agricultural laborers, people who wake before dawn, people who work in heat and cold and noise, people whose bodies pay the price of their effort every single day. And then he looked at something else. The wealthiest people in the world, their daily routines, their working hours, their physical output. And the comparison was impossible to ignore. The hardest working people on earth were rarely the wealthiest, and some of the wealthiest people on earth weren't working harder than Alex at all. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't unfair. This was a pattern. A consistent, repeatable, historically documented pattern. And it pointed to something Alex had never been taught. Hard work was not the variable that created wealth. Something else was. Imagine two people. We'll call them Alex A and Alex B. Same age, same education, same starting salary, same ambition. Alex A does what most people do. He works hard. He earns his salary. At the end of each month, after bills, after food, after life, he saves what's left. Some months that's a reasonable amount. Some months it's almost nothing. But he's disciplined. He's patient. He believes the money will accumulate. Alex B does something different. He also works hard. He also earns his salary. But before the bills, before the food, before anything else, he asks himself one question. What can I own with this? Not what can I buy? Not what can I spend? What can I own? 5 years pass. Alex A has savings. Decent savings. He's proud of them. Alex B has something different. He has things that make money while he sleeps, while he works, while he lives his life. The gap between them isn't about effort. It never was. Alex went deeper. He read about people who had built real wealth. Not lottery winners. Not inheritance stories. People who had started with ordinary incomes and ended up financially free. And every single story had the same thread running through it. At some point, they stopped asking, how can I earn more? And started asking, how can I own more? Ownership of a business, even a small one, ownership of investments, shares in companies that grow, ownership of property that generates income, ownership of skills that create royalties, ownership of systems that run without constant presence. The wealthy weren't just earning money, they were acquiring things that earned money for them. And Alex finally understood what his colleague had meant. I stopped trading my time for money. Now I own things that trade for me. He wasn't talking about being lazy. He was talking about leverage, the kind of leverage that most people are never taught to look for. Alex didn't quit his job. He didn't make a dramatic decision overnight. That's not how this works. But he changed the question he woke up asking. Before, how do I perform well enough to earn more? After, what can I do today that builds something I will own? That shift, that single change in the question, is the difference between a financial life that plateaus and one that compounds. He started small. Everyone does. But he started. And here is what nobody tells you about ownership. It doesn't require you to be rich first. It requires you to think differently first. The money follows the mindset, not the other way around. The poor sell time. The wealthy buy time back. The poor chase income. The wealthy build systems that generate income. The poor ask, how much does it pay? The wealthy ask, what will I own? This is not about intelligence. This is not about opportunity. This is not about luck or connections or where you were born. This is about one question, asked consistently, over a long enough period of time. What can I own? Not what can I earn. Not what can I spend. Not what can I save and wait with. What can I own? That is the question that changes everything. Alex still wakes up early. He still works hard. Nothing about his discipline has changed, but the destination has. Because he finally understands something the school system never taught him. Something the advice columns never said clearly enough. Something hidden in plain sight, in the financial lives of every person who has ever built real wealth. Working hard is not the enemy. Working hard, without building ownership, is. The question is not, are you working hard enough? The question is, what are you building while you work?